everyone, and welcome to another lesson. This time around, our continuation, like I said in the previous lesson, is no longer on JavaScript generators because we've covered it with examples and everything that we need to know about it. Moving on from that, we are moving on to the JavaScript math object. So when it comes to mathematics, when it comes to things like math related in JavaScript, how do JavaScript treat them? How do JavaScript handle them? So that is the concept of this lesson, and that is what we are going to be looking at. We are going to look at the math objects in JavaScript. We are going to look at math properties. We are going to also look at math methods. So brace up and prepare yourself to go along the ride. Okay, so let's dive in. The math objects. The JavaScript math object allow you to perform mathematical tasks. So when you have to perform mathematical tasks in your program, then you need a math object, because a math object is what will allow you to perform that task. And then the math object is static, which means that it's not dynamic, it's static instead. Now, all methods and properties can be used without creating a math object first. Now, the methods and properties of a math object can be used without creating a math object first. And then you will see what a math object is and how it can be used, as I'll be showing us some of the examples of the properties of a math object. Even though I have some there on the screen, I want us to see it in a code editor to see what this will give us and what it will return for us at the end of the day. So if we look at the first part of these math properties, you see something like constant in front of it. What that simply means is that math properties are constant. They don't change. So it does not matter, what happened or something. So they are always constants like that. So you always meet them like that and then use them anytime you need them. So that is one thing about the math property, about the constant when it comes to math. So we are going to now be looking at each of these examples in a code editor so that we understand that all these things are built in, and by default they will always give you a value that are already built into JavaScript. Now you see that some of these properties we return not definite number, not that rounding up number like that, due to the fact that JavaScript stores numbers as a floating point. So which means that sometimes it can produce an inconsistent or exact or accurate result. So let's take a look at this in my code editor. So JavaScript math objects. And then we want to look at constant properties. JavaScript constant properties. Now we can get to the business. So the first one is the math.e. E stand for Euler's number. So let's see that number and what it represents. So I want to print them out. So document.get element by ID. Don't forget that it has been said here that all method and properties can be used without creating a math object. So I will not be creating a math object. I will just be showing us the output of what you also will get if you try it from your hand or anytime you want to make use of them in your program. So in order to output this out, I need a way to get this out, and that is the reason why we are saying this the usual way I used to employ when I want to print out output, document.get element. So the first thing I want to print out is the math.e. That is the Euler's number. So I want it to be a paragraph, and I want to make it bold. Math. So math.he, then I'll close it. So this math.he that you are seeing is not the property yet, or this is just what do I call it? It's just a normal string. So I want it to carry that in, and then this is the property itself. And then I can close my P. And so then if you look at my browser, you can see it. So this is the ELAS number 2.718281, and you see the way the number is long. So this is one thing about JavaScript. Due to the nature of how it stores number, you can see that it's not giving us a rounding up number. Instead, it's giving us a floating point number as the return value for this. So moving away from this, let's look at pi. In mathematics, I think pi is 3.142. But in JavaScript, if we try to check for the value of this constant, let's see what this will give us. So I don't want to repeat too much, so I will just copy and paste so that you can make the process faster. So now check this. No, math.py, this is not returning anything actually. Okay, and this should return something. Okay, okay, sorry, I missed something actually. So I'm supposed to add this. Yeah, so this is math.py. You can see in mathematics it will give you 3.142, but you see in JavaScript you see that long number. Then the next one is math.square-root-2, math.sqrt, sqrt2, this one. You can see its value. Then I can move on, and the next one will be square root 1_2, square root 1, sqrt1_2, sqrt1_2. You can see the number. Then paste the next one, ln2, ln2, ln2. Then the next one is ln10, ln10, ln10. So let me just show one more. Then log2e, log2e, log2e. So these are some of the constants in JavaScript. So you can practice this on your own. Check for log10e. I think that's the last one. So let me just add it, log10e. log10. You know the way we do log now, logarithm in mathematics. So something like that, log10e. So this is how JavaScript handles it. So these are constants in JavaScript. You can see that just by printing them out, they are giving me values because they are already built in properties of math object in JavaScript. And when you need them in your program, you can just call them and then it will give you the desired value. So this is about the constant properties that we have in JavaScript. Thank you, and in the next lesson, I'll see you.